everybody, back with our final episode of Crusade. Very exciting. I really enjoyed the show. Obviously, my expectations had to be kind of set correctly, knowing that the show only has the 13 episodes, and anything that you're looking for payoff on is probably not going to happen. But I am curious about what they're going to do for this final episode. Last episode, doing a take on the X-Files in the opposite direction, where the humans are the aliens. I thought that was so clever, so fun, especially for me, being someone who is currently watching the X-Files, has been watching the X-Files for a very long time. So it just really hit. But now we're on the last one, and it's called Each Night I Dream of Home. Like I've said, I don't know how this will end, because I don't know if they knew that this would be their final episode, and I haven't read anything from you guys clearing that up, which is good. So I'm just going to go in with no expectations, and I just want to have this final farewell with these characters, who many of them I really care about. And even though that time together has been short, it's, I've gotten something out of it. And it's important to the Babylon 5 universe. So I'm glad to have done it. And we'll see what this last episode gets us into. Are we going to see Galen? Are we going to touch on the box at all? Each night I dream of home, with home being Earth. Are they getting homesick? I don't know. But yeah, let's get into it for a final time. Here we go.
Only a handful of Warlock destroyers have come off the construction line so far. Who's ever on that shuttle must be pretty damn important.
Who is
Just
it?
by them playing taxi.
Senator Redway, pleasure to meet you.
My pleasure, Captain.
Oh, Senator.
This is David Williams. He'll be traveling with us.
Captain?
All you need to know now is that this mission is urgent and must not be delayed.
No, we need to know
Once
more
you
than
set
that.
course, we don't stop for anyone, anything, or for any reason.
Repeat, this is Delta 1 to Babylon Control. Do you
Lockley?
read me?
Oh, girly.
Fine shit, Captain. Cost the folks back home a wheelbarrow full of money, but given what's happened,
Well, it's
I'm
pretty
glad
needed.
I voted to support funding the project.
Actually,
How
sir,
could you vote
voted
against it?
Captain, we're getting an automatic distress signal in normal space. It's weak, barely getting through.
You are not to stop for anyone or anything for any reason.
We're going to stop for Lockley.
Who said anything about stopping?
To get that Star Fury inside the landing bay, we're practically gonna have to run her over.
Then you're just gonna have to drive carefully.
Run her over.
Stay on course.
Bracing for impact.
Perhaps we should stop.
You made a point of reminding me that I have to follow my orders to the letter, so that's exactly what I intend to do. We don't stop for anything.
Ooh, talk about threading a needle. That's super lucky and fortunate that it worked. And that we can say na 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 na.
I want you to infect me with the plague.
Why would you want that?
How long have I been out?
A little over 2 days. You were in pretty bad shape when we found you. Dr. Chambers felt the best thing was to keep you out until you got past the worst of it.
2 days? No, I gotta call B5.
I'm afraid that we can't do that. Not for a while longer, anyway. Perhaps you'll join me for dinner once you're up and about?
Will you be serving anything bigger than my head?
Not on a first date, Captain.
Is it a first date you've already booked? This is like the third date by now.
That's our package.
Senator, standing orders from the president require that any ship trying to leave the quarantine zone be shut down.
Already taken care of, Captain.
Shuttle is ejecting a life pod.
Captain Gideon, Dr. Chambers, may I introduce Dr. Stephen Franklin, head of xenobiological research at Earth Dome.
Oh my God!
Welcome aboard, Doctor.
Hey!
Are you all right?
Yeah, I think so. Is the
It's
patient
so
here?
exciting.
David Williams. No, he's in his quarters.
Hold on.
He's the patient?
What do you mean, patient?
Captain,
He didn't tell you the nature of the mission, did he? Before we can stop the virus left behind on Earth by the Drakh, we first have to identify it. Now that means tracing a course of infection from the moment of contamination to see how it spreads throughout the system.
He's volunteering for
The
this?
virus, once it was released into Earth's atmosphere, it quickly spread to every air-breathing creature.
Connecting.
What's his incentive?
David? David, my God, where are you?
I can't even tell you. But I want you to know I am coming home. I am coming home. I am
Stop
coming
listening.
home. I am
Drock.
coming home.
Set course to intercept.
About 7 months ago, she was reassigned back to Earth. And right before she left, I asked her to marry me. She said yes.
You want to be able to go home to her?
If you do this, you could be dead in less than 5 years.
Captain, I could be dead tomorrow.
I mean, I think he's made this calculation. He'd rather be dead with the person he loves.
And I'd rather live 5 years with her
Yeah.
than 100 years without her.
I'll push the button that will mix the air between the other isobay and my own. I don't want you doing it.
I'm perfectly capable.
No, it's not that.
Yeah, it's a death
I
sentence.
just don't want you to have it on your conscience, that's all.
Yeah. If you don't find the cure.
Animal experiments. Maybe we can avoid.
No, the virus works differently on every species it infects. It's also possible we have several different viruses on our hands.
That's
I know.
terrifying.
And if that's true, we
'Cause
might
there's
as
not
well start
one
lighting
cure
10
then.
billion funeral pyres because we can kiss the human race goodbye.
Jeez.
I thought you were supposed to be resting comfortably.
Yeah, well, I got tired of being comfortable. No, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Of course.
All right, David, this is how we're going to do this. Everything in here has been scrubbed of all particulate matter and sterilized. The only thing left in here should be me and the virus, which I'm releasing every time I exhale.
Well, how do you have it to release if you said you can't even find it in air?
Now, in a moment,
What are you talking
I'll
about?
open an air vent between your isobay and mine.
Your console isn't activating the air vent.
Well, then we're just
No,
going to have...
it's okay. I'll do it.
No, Dr. Chambers.
Doctor,
You have enough to think about.
virus is spreading at an impossible rate. It's
Like
heading right
it's-
into the brain, the bone structure, the lymph nodes, the
Like
liver,
a
the kidney,
technological
everywhere.
virus?
No, not everywhere.
Knows where it's going.
Battle station.
But
What
how
the
is that?
hell?
Battle station. Captain to the bridge.
Keep going, I'll check it later.
What does this mean?
Dr. Franklin, how can a virus know where it's going?
Because it's a machine. It's a nanotech
Fuck.
virus, like the one you encountered earlier.
No!
A lot more complex on the look of it.
How long before we can jump? Engine's still recharging. Estimate 5 minutes.
Senator,
Yes.
I recommend you get to the life pods just in case. We can't afford to lose one of the few senators we have on this side of the blockade.
Who the hell is steering this thing anyway? Look,
Hell,
What is that?
fail-safe system. It's programmed to go off if the isobay malfunctions while in secure mode. It guarantees the contaminated material won't spread through the rest of the ship.
What is going on?
Oh my goodness.
Unless we can shut down the system in 3 minutes, it'll sterilize your side of the isobay. Flash raise the temperature to 1200 degrees centigrade.
Oh shit. We can't kill him. He has to go get married. He's done humanity a great service. He deserves the Medal of Honor.
2 more, but they're getting replacements from the Drock mothership.
Can't believe they're attacking us right now.
Comm system is hit.
I can't override the fail-safe and I can't open the doors, so we've got to get him out of
We
there.
have to get him out of there.
Manually.
This will be
Tell me what to do.
tragic.
There's a panel at the base of your airlock.
No! Oh my god, someone's gonna have to go in and infect themselves. Dr. Franklin. Nice.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Oh, way to go.
Planet is on the verge of extinction. Maybe none of us will be around in 4 years, but we still get married and we still have babies.
It's a way of saying life goes on.
The
Even
beginning having
when it
babies
won't.
is wild. Why would you do that right
Maybe
now?
that's the time when you need to believe
On
it
purpose.
more so you remember what you're fighting for.
Now that you've seen what you've seen, you think we have a chance to beat this thing? I don't know. God's honest truth, I really don't know.
I mean, it doesn't hurt anything to have more information, so. Take it as a win. I guess they sterilized themselves so
Yes,
he wouldn't
I wanted to
infect
thank
them.
you
I really
for
don't know
your
how it
help
works.
on the firing line. If you hadn't figured out what we were doing, we could have
They
lost
use
half
that
our
thing that they
pilots out
discovered where they can be around people for temporarily.
there. I'd like to buy you a drink to celebrate.
Be happy to. So, what's all this about?
I'm afraid I still
she
can't
doesn't
tell you
drink.
that yet. Another time, maybe?
You know, I was thinking about the nanotech virus you encountered a few months ago. The one you're using as a shield against infection by the Drock virus.
It has some surface similarity to the Drock virus, but nothing we can use as a cure. At least now I understand why it works so well. They're both based on nanotech.
Babylon 5, as promised.
Thanks. Appreciate the lift home. Hey, you're welcome to stop by next time you're in the neighborhood.
I might do that. We should think about coming back here on our next leave. Crew could use a break.
Mm-hmm. Little booty
Doctor's
call.
orders. Life goes on.
Indeed it does.
Indeed it does.
Indeed it does.
That's all she wrote. Well, it was a bigger episode. We found out some stuff, and thankfully we had that 48-hour shield. And we learned a lot. It makes sense that it's nanotech. If what was a temporary fix was related to that, it seems to reason that it's a similar thing, that the cure would have to be a similar thing. And if it's a hive mind and like this great computer that has to reset or whatever, feed it its intelligence off of, that's the cure, really, I guess, finding it. So, it definitely may be hard to hear that is what it is, that it's something so formidable, but, the win is knowing that. At least you know what to look for. So, this was something to celebrate, even though it seems like it's going to be a very difficult thing to find and fight against. But I like what they did, and we had a direct conflict with the Drock. Unfortunate that David was his name. He's the one that kind of put them on us. But, we're going to forgive that guy. Look what he did for us. He is a hero. To sacrifice himself. Obviously, it's for a personal reason. He wants to be with the others that are infected. His bride-to-be is, gonna die, and he wants to be with her, even if it means he dies too. So that's beautiful, and that he's willing to help us to, get past that blockade and get home. It's, I guess you would say, a win-win, but it's pretty sad when you think about it, but necessary to find that kind of information out. I am a little bummed that we got no Galen stuff. We got no box stuff. So I'll always have to wonder, unless they covered in the books or whatever, why the box is telling Gideon not to trust Galen. And I care about that stuff more than the nanotech and the the plague stuff. But all of it is a mystery now. But I'm happy with this episode, bringing in Lockley, getting one of the last images of the show being B5. I love all that. And they definitely hinted that Lockley and Gideon are going to keep in contact when they can. And obviously love Dr. Franklin showing up, seeing his involvement with everything, and just having anyone from the original mothership come to this show is exciting, with Lockley and now Dr. Franklin. I love that. And yeah, that's it. That's all. I'm sure there's more to know in the other parts of the canon that don't include television shows. And you guys can tell me if you want. I may read some of the literature. I'm not sure. I mean, I probably will eventually. But now we're on to the movies. And I don't know when they're set, and I don't know who will be in them, but I'm very, very excited to find out. There is The Road Home, The Lost Tales, and The Legend of the Rangers. But we'll get into that in the coming month. And that's very exciting. Hopefully we'll see more of our beloved characters from Babylon 5. And if there are answers to this show in those movies, that would be cool too. But we'll see. But this is the conclusion of our Crusade journey. And I'm glad I watched it. It was really a fun continuation. Pretty directly tied into the original show. And we got new characters that I really liked. Oh, isn't it a shame that Max wasn't in this episode? No, it wasn't. I'm fine with it. And I love Dr. Chambers. Gideon, obviously. Matheson, he was highlighted here. So, outside of not seeing Galen, I'm pretty happy. So, yeah. That is all. So until next week, we'll start the movies out, and then we'll be finishing up the Babylon 5 universe, which is exciting and sad at the same time. I've been watching Babylon 5 for a long time now, so to have it completely wrapped up will be a little bittersweet, but I'll be glad to know all there is to know. So until then, thanks for watching, guys. I'll be back soon.